It's 40 years since the release of Magnum's breakthrough album On a Storyteller's Night. So today we're going to listen to 4 tracks from that album. But which 4? Who knows? It's all a bit random. Hey, and welcome to Acting is Reacting with me, JSB. Today we are listening to my almost favourite band, Magnum, and definitely the greatest band to ever fail to break America. In my humble opinion, anyway. America, what were you doing? Anyway, for those who don't know the band, I'm going to jump right in with our first randomly selected song so you can get a feel for them, before I give a bit more background on the band and the album, and we do much more listening. So our first song, chosen entirely by the gods of randomness, will be this one. It's the title track. And the song I was guaranteed to play if I was guaranteed to play anything. It is, of course, On a Storyteller's Night. Take it away, Bob.
There's a storm lamp on the table, throwing shadows to the gable, and you swallow if you're able on a storyteller's night. From the poorhouse chimes indifferent, 7 towers, 7 sisters, every black heart walks the distance
On a Storyteller's Night.
Try to sleep on your pillow and dream. Sleep, all God's children to keep. Though we all lose track of time, disappears like faded lights. Keep the night light burning. I've come through in the rain. Keep your night light burning. I'll be with you once again. There's a chill wind at your back door, and the fire cracks on the damp floor. You hear footsteps, but you're not sure. On a storyteller's night, see the night sky supernova, chase the cold moon passing over, start the dragons, fight a smolder. On a storyteller's night, try to sleep on your pillow and dream. Sleep, all God's children to keep. Don't lose track of time, disappears like faded lines. Keep your night light burning. Come through in the rain, yeah. Keep your night light burning. I'll be with you once again. Oh, keep your night light burning. I'll come through in the rain, yeah. Keep your night light burning. I'll be with you once
Okay, the title track there on A Storyteller's Night, kicking off our random foreplay for today's celebration of that album, celebrating its 40th anniversary in May 2025, which we're now in. Well, I am anyway. You might not be, depending on when you're watching this. Anyway, if that happened to somehow be the first time you heard a Magnum track, I hope you liked it. And if you did, you're in luck, because there's plenty more where that came from. That was actually one of the last songs written for the album. They did a big, well, I say a big, they did a tour, not a big tour, a tour of some of what they described as the toilet venues, the absolute hellholes across the UK, where they previewed a lot of this album, and it actually worked out in their favour. They got to road test the songs before recording them, and they got a really positive response from those audiences. So, yes, this is the band's 5th studio album, released in May of 1985. So the band already had a long and storied history by this point, but by 1984 they were at pretty low ebb, to say the least. Songwriter and guitarist Tony Clarkin put the bulk of these songs together, and they went out and toured them, and then recorded them very quickly and fairly cheaply at UB40's Abattoir Studios in Birmingham, which is where the band are from themselves, with Kit Woolven producing, and quietly emerged with the album that would end up cementing their reputation and is widely regarded as their masterpiece. Though I would say you could through pretty much any Magnum album, and that term wouldn't be unreasonable. But that's just me. So the lineup here is Tony Clarkin on guitars, Bob Catley on lead vocals, Wally Lowe on bass, Mark Stanway on keyboards, and for the only time on a Magnum album, Jim Simpson, no relation, on the drums. So they had been with Jet Records, and that all went quite badly. They tried to get another major label interested and completely failed to do that, so ended up releasing this album on FM Records, which was a small indie label based in Wolverhampton, which is very near Birmingham for those who don't know their UK geography. The success of the album would ultimately lead them to be with Polydor for the rest of their commercial peak years, which was basically the next 3 albums worth. And yeah, it really set them up for a career that was only effectively ended last year with the sad passing of Tony Clarkin, though they have reconvened for a couple of small tours this year to pay tribute to Tony, but by and large, we consider the band to be done. Anyway, enough chatter from me. I promised you 3 more songs, and 3 more songs you shall have, so let's find out what our options for the first of those might be. All right, so I will pick one of these 3 tunes. We have got Le Mot Dansant, Just Like an Arrow, or How Far Jerusalem. Well, these 3 are quite rightly regarded as 3 of the highlights of an album full of them, but we can only hear one. And, well, it makes sense to me to start with the opening track of the album, the longest track on the album, at about 6.5 minutes. This is How Far Jerusalem. While we're waiting for that atmospheric intro to kick in, check out that album cover, Rodney Matthews' finest work. And again, just like with Magnum albums, you can say that about a lot of his work. This track also opened those tribute dates I mentioned just a moment ago. You can tell why, can't you?
nothing left to be. In stark reality, thy will be done for you, for them, for me. How far Jerusalem before the heart breaks down? No kings among them. Go feed in London town. How far Jerusalem, oh broken-hearted town. We stand among them. Go feed in London town. Oh. They are in search of liberty's trail, equal in their eyes, faces drawn and pale. So many hearts have gone before, probably ignored, crashing to the floor. They are the victims of the night, ride against the wind, born to lose the fight. There is no charity from where they come. There's nothing left to be. In stark reality, thy will be done for you, for them, for me. How far Jerusalem before the heart breaks down? No kings among them. Go feed in London town. How far Jerusalem, oh broken-hearted town. We stand among them. Go feed in London town. How far Jerusalem before the heart breaks down? No kings among them. Go feed in London town. How far Jerusalem, oh broken-hearted town. We stand among them. Go feed in London town. How far Jerusalem?
And yeah, they know how to end a song. That's always a key thing for me. We don't like silly fade outs all the time, do we? No, we don't. Yeah, powerful and epic. Damn well done. I think the trained ear, and probably even the untrained ear, can tell that this was done on a fairly low budget, but it still sounds pretty wonderful. And Tony's melodies and Bob's vocals really lift everything to my ears, which you can't see because they're under these. Anyway, two more tunes to follow this one with. We're going to get deeper into the album now. Quite where we'll go, I don't know yet, but let's have a look at three more options and I will choose one of them to share with you. Okay, so I'm going to pick between Two Hearts, Steal Your Heart, or The Last Dance. Well, we just had the opening track, so why not go to the other end of the album and hear the final track, even though it's not going to be our final track for the day because we're going to play one more after this. But this is a very different tune. This is a ballad that sounds, if you listen with the right frame of mind, a little bit like Meatloaf. It's The Last Dance. Once again, I will try not to sing along, but might fail. Wish us luck.
The last dance might be your last chance. Over your shoulder, you turn and you glance. They walk by, still no one is asked. Feeling much older, the evening has crashed. But
Don't surrender, don't you cry.
another lonely night. You've had enough. Another lonely night is one too much. Another lonely night. You might just give up. Mm-hmm. 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 The last dance, you hide empty hand. No one comes near you. The noise of the band, you can't talk, so you get up and walk. And all that you've been through, it's not like you thought. Don't surrender, don't you cry. Another lonely night. You've had enough. Another lonely night is one too much. Another lonely night. You might just give up. Oh, oh, oh. Don't surrender. Don't you cry. Another lonely night. Another lonely night. You've had enough. Another lonely night. Another lonely night is one too much. Another lonely night. You might just give up. Don't give up.
Yes, a fine and fitting album closer, but as I say, we've got one more track to hear. But just before we get to that, a little word on that song is it started life quite differently. The demo, which is widely available, is much more upbeat and tempo, but it was actually keyboardist Mark Stanway who plays bloomin' lovely on that track, don't you think? Who suggested it be slowed down to ballad pace, and oh, the vocal and the lyrics fit that so perfectly. I think some of you will know that the On Track series has a Magnum edition from Matthew Taylor, and it's well done, but we don't agree on everything. One of the things we don't agree on is this track, because he says that it's not dated very well and that they have loads of better ballads that came after. Well, they had lots of good ballads that came after, but I think this has aged particularly well. Some of the rest of the album, maybe not so much. It sounds very mid 80s, which is that's allowed, I think, when you're making an album in 1985 to sound a bit mid 80s-ish. But I think that one holds up supremely well, personally. and I loves it. So I hope you enjoyed it too. It leaves us with, as I say, one more track, and we've got three to choose from, as ever. So if you know the album, you already know what they are. I already know what they are. I think I know which one I'm going to go for, but let's go through the process and see what they are and make our selection. So, of course, we have Before First Light, All England's Eyes, or Endless Love. So, of those three, All England's Eyes is one of the band's mainstays live. I think I heard them play it every time I saw them, which is a good dozen times or so in the last 15 years. But it's not actually one of my favourites. In fact, every time they play it, I think, oh, not this one again. And then a minute later, I'm going, All England's Eyes. So, yeah, it's fine. But what I'm saying is, that's not my choice for us today. We're going to go a little bit more obscure, but also back to side one for Before First Light. Hope you enjoy. And we're going to end on an up-tempo one, which is always nice.
Every step I take along the way, every hour, every single day, you don't listen to what I say.
I stand patiently waiting here. I just can't help myself, sorry.
Left a message on the nearest wall, just the same as all the ones before. I don't believe it when you write your call. I stand patiently waiting here. I want you here to help me through the night. Want you, my dear, don't leave me for first light.
I love that this is kind of the reverse of the rest of the tracks, where the chorus takes things down rather than being the big build-up.
Help me through the night.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Tony Clarkin is a massively underrated guitarist.
Every step I take along the way, every hour, every single day, you don't listen to what I say. I stand patiently waiting here. Left a message on the nearest wall, just the same as all the ones before. I don't believe it when you write your call. I stand patiently waiting here. I want you here to help me through the night. Want you, my dear, don't leave me for first light. I want you here to help me through the night. I want you here to help me through the night. Want you, my dear, don't leave me for first light. Ooh, I want you here to help me through the night, night, night. Through the night. Why don't you buy my side tonight, baby?
Another proper ending. That's how we do it, folks. So there we are, finishing up with Before First Light. So I really hope you enjoyed that one, and I hope you enjoyed all of my selections for today's random foreplay. Obviously, there were some great songs that we missed, but you can't hear everything when you're only hearing 4 songs out of 10. No, this is how maths works. In any case, if you disagreed wildly with the tracks I selected, let me know down below. You can berate me all you like. Equally, if you approved, you're also welcome to say that you did, or anywhere in between for that matter. So yeah, it's a stone cold classic, basically, though many Magnum albums are, to these ears at least. So regardless of your previous familiarity with the album and the band, I really do hope you enjoyed those selections. And I mean, you're still here, so I guess you liked it, or maybe you're being held against your will under duress, I don't know. Anyway, please also like the video, tar, and I have plenty more Magnum up on the channel, amongst lots of other things, so suggestions dedicated especially to you from our YouTube paymasters are floating about my head about now, depending on what device you're watching on, of course. So I will just say thank you very much for watching, and bye for now, but not for long.
Acting is reacting. This does not mean acting again.